Okay everyone, so today is another episode of Ask Mich, and I have here a piece of paper with all of your questions that we randomly selected. I haven't read any of these questions, so I'm excited to answer them. What's your big goal for 2015? I haven't even thought that far. To get some sleep, to spend more time with my family and friends. I've been really working a lot and I haven't even seen the daylight, so. Oh yes, to get in tune with nature. I live in Los Angeles and sometimes in New York, and oftentimes I don't really get to see a tree or a patch of real grass. So it'd be nice for me to see nature and be around rocks and water and animals, hopefully. To simplify. I want to start simplifying my life and making everything just more easygoing and clutter-free. I've actually been getting rid of a lot of my clothes in my closet. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but when it comes to clothes, I'm actually very, very simple. I will wear the same outfit every day if people didn't care and made any judgment on me. But because I'm online and every once in a while I have to take a picture or a selfie, or sometimes I go to events, wearing an outfit more than once, some other people frown upon that, which I don't understand why. If this is my favorite jacket, I should be allowed to wear it whenever I want. So 2015 is also a year for me to be more conscious of what I'm doing, wearing, eating, buying, hanging out with, people I want to hang out with, who can raise my consciousness a little higher and bring my positivity up. How do you come up with so many cool different ideas for your videos? Well, honestly, a lot of them are inspired by you guys. This is why I'm always answering your questions and reading them, and that's why it's important for me to have this two-way dialogue with you. So I'm always asking, what would you guys like to see next? And I get tons of comments pouring in. So you guys actually make my life easier because I know exactly what I want to shoot and what videos to touch base on. But also, a lot of my ideas come from my own personal life. These are tips and advice and inspiration that I'm always surrounded by every day, and I always want to share and teach and also hopefully inspire. So yes, please, if you have other cool ideas you guys would like for me to shine some light on, please comment below and let me know. What makes you happy? That's a really, really, really simple question with a very simple answer. What makes me happy? Seeing my family and friends happy. That's it. If they're happy, I'm happy. I'm very simple. You know, if everyone around me is happy, then I'm happy. Why would I want more than that? If you had to describe your life as a movie, what would the title be? I think the title would be The Dreamer. That sounds like a drug. What's the last concert you went to? And who's your favorite artist right now? The last concert I went to, the concert was Joey Badass's concert. So I don't know if you guys know about Joey Badass. He is the dopest rapper right now. He's happening in Brooklyn. He is honestly one of my favorite rappers in the scene just because the stuff that he raps about, the music, the lyrics, he doesn't rap about money. He doesn't rap about, you know, having like all these cars or being successful. I mean, what he really focuses on is his spirituality and his growth, his journey on this spiritual path. He's someone that I'm really loving. However, my favorite artist at the moment right now is Doja Cat. So Doja Cat, I mean, speaking about dope, like this girl is on another level. She has this very sensual voice, but there's so much sass and so much attitude, and she's another person that doesn't really sing or rap about money or fame or ego. I mean, she is very in tune with the spiritual world. And I guess you guys are seeing a common thread here. Like, I'd much rather listen to someone who is really singing or creating art around things that really matter or that are important to me. What's your spirit animal and why? That is a good question. If I were to choose a spirit animal, it would be a dolphin. I find dolphins fascinating. When you learn more about them, you know that these creatures are stunningly intelligent. They communicate just like us. They have their own language. They communicate with their other fellow dolphins, and they have names for each other. Sometimes when they're bored, they play catch the seaweed or pass the seaweed. And if I could kind of like level up that, it would be a dolphin with a unicorn horn. That would be pretty epic. Be like, nee! Okay, we have this amazing collage that Angel, and I can't say her screen name, it's it's Angel _. She asked, what do you think of my edit for you? I love you. And emoji hearts. I love you too, Angel. Wow, this was actually really nice legitimate looking collage. You did a really good job. You should get into graphic designing. And if you do, call me. I'll hook you up with a job. Okay, one thing that I've not done that I wish I could do is to explore the world's largest cave ever. It's in Vietnam. Woo! Props to my hometown Vietnam, or home country, motherland. So Vietnam apparently has the largest cave ever, and it was recently discovered, I think, a year or two ago. And they haven't discovered the entire thing yet. And they still haven't even excavated the whole cave. And what they found so far and what they've been able to map out, it's as large as the city of Manhattan. It's insane. So I was watching this documentary about it, and the guy who was going through the caves, he was talking about how inside these caves, you know, you have your own clouds and your own atmosphere, and sometimes there's like rain and thunder. I mean, it's crazy. And they stumbled upon this jungle inside the cave. Like, we're talking about deep down inside the cave. And he was floored by what he saw, because the jungle doesn't look like the jungle that you would see in the Amazons or on land that we know of today. Everything was really, really thin. Like, all of the branches were super thin, and it looked as if they were trying to reach for the bare light that was just seeping through the rocks. I mean, it was stunning and beautiful. And they were even talking about this one night they were all camping out inside there. It was like a 3 or 4 day excursion, and they heard this giant creature with wings flapping above them, and they didn't know what it was because it was dark and they were too scared to turn on their lights. So I still feel like there's so many more things we can explore, and that's really what I want to do more of, hopefully in 2015, is to explore the undiscovered parts of the world and share it with you guys. If you can live in any animated world, what would it be? What's your character's name, and describe your character? Oh my gosh, there's so many. I would probably be Marceline from Adventure Time, just because she's at least 1,000 years old, and the Adventure Time world, the land of Ooh, is amazing. Why I like her so much is because I find myself relating to her much more than all the other characters, because, you know, she had daddy issues, and, you know, she's an artist, she loves singing. I do know that I relate a lot to her, and I don't know, I just love the show too, Adventure Time. I love the people who create it. And the last question is, what's the last book or movie that made you cry? I don't even remember the last book that made me cry, because actually I've been reading a lot of archaeology books. They're not the type that would make you cry. So I don't remember the last book or the movie that made me cry, but I can tell you this, you know, sometimes I read the news and I see what's really happening around the world, what's really, really happening around the world, and that makes me cry. More than half of the world's population is suffering, and, you know, we should be very grateful and blessed that we have this opportunity to even have the internet, for you to even be able to see me, and for me to even be able to shoot this, to talk to you. We're all privileged, and we're all so lucky. And so sometimes, you know, we complain about things that are very, very problematic to us. But first world problems, you know, some people don't even have food or clean water, they can't even get a free education. So these are the issues that make me cry. And I hope one day, you know, together we can all do something to really make a difference. And that's really something I would love to work towards in 2015. And if you guys can help me out in that in any way, if you have any ideas, or if there's any cause that you would like for me to look into, you know, I would love to help out, and I would love to come up with some ideas with you guys so that we can really save the world together. So those are all the questions. They were really sweet, meaningful, fun. I had a great time, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Ask Mich. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year's, of course, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.